finally, I can confidently tell you this for the first time in history. The Florida Panthers take Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Game 1. Here's why a couple of things is historic. Number one, we never take Game 1 in the finals before. That's the obvious part. Number two, another obvious part, if that wasn't so obvious from last season, we never even took the series lead in the Stanley Cup Final. Never. And the biggest reason why it was the case, well, first off, each period we did score a goal, albeit it wasn't easy, but multiple of reasons why the game is why it was. But the biggest reason why we won this game, and I'm telling you flat out, if you cannot give him a big shout out and a big hug, this is the biggest reason why we won this game. Must I really go on with him? BOBROVSKY with 33 saves against the Edmonton Oilers. It is a 3-0 shutout, and I gotta tell you, I am stunned. I am stunned that this was a 3-0 shutout. We didn't get that many chances because Edmonton come out swinging already. But also too that Florida's defense was really good for the most part. They were giving away some passes. Edmonton was coming out hot. Penalties were not great on both sides. Penalty kills were, but power plays itself still scoreless. I saw the stat when Florida couldn't score a power play. Edmonton has killed off 30 straight power plays. That's crazy. So just like what the playoff stat says, with 93.9% penalty kill, that is just astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. But BOBROVSKY versus Stuart Skinner. They did not get the numbers in yet regarding how many people were there. It starts off, with Zach Hyman, another player you need to look out for. Zach Hyman comes out swinging already. BOBROVSKY sees it and falls down. What a way to start the game off. Yes, that happens. But it wasn't just it, I swear to you. A few minutes later, we got a first goal in the game. He was assisted by Rhino. That's his 5th assist of the postseason. And Barkov. That's his 12th assist of the postseason. Passing it to the left of the ice off the wrist shot, wide open. To fool Stuart Skinner is Carter Verhaeghe with his 10th goal of the postseason. And first goal of the Stanley Cup Finals belongs to Carter Verhaeghe. And it only took almost 4 minutes to get this. And that place, and I really wish I was there. I really wish, but I'm not. That crowd erupted like a volcano. That place went absolutely loud. Oh man, absolutely loud. And it actually gave me goosebumps. I'm not kidding you. It gave me goosebumps as I was celebrating. Well, I shouldn't say celebrating. I was like jumping, excited, saying yes. People around me were screaming yes as well. It was absolutely amazing. After that first goal, there was a net lodge, dislodge, whatever you want to call it. Edmonton is still shooting the puck. We were not able to shoot much more. Matthias Ekholm gets called for tripping on Kyle Okposo. By the way, congratulations, Okposo, for making your first Stanley Cup trip. Florida goes on a power play. There was a shot on goal. Verhaeghe nearly gets one that was saved by Stuart Skinner, and that penalty is killed off. I have nothing else to say about that. Bouchard with the slash shot that was saved by BOBROVSKY, and BOBROVSKY is just, oh man, I don't know how he's making these saves. When the puck comes from this direction, it rebounds and quickly shifts for the saving that puck. I'm just astonished how can he do it. It reminds me of a different goalie, Vasilevsky. It's that kind of game for BOBROVSKY. Well, I don't know what else to say about that. Florida would then get called for a penalty minutes later with Gustav Forsling gets called for a trip against Connor McDavid. Yeah, of course. Of course, throughout majority of the game, ESPN commentators in the booth were talking about McDavid's like, he needs to win this cup. He needs to win this cup. They're talking about this and this and that. I get it. But Connor McDavid, he is absolutely incredible. He is absolutely incredible. But you gotta talk about, you gotta stay as neutral as possible. I understand where they're coming from with Connor McDavid. He should be the greatest. The issue is they're running to a Florida defense and Sergei Bobrovsky. Now, Forsling gets called for a trip against McDavid. Florida has to go on a penalty kill. Nugent Hopkins gets a backhand, but that was saved by Bobrovsky, and the penalty is killed off. So, pretty good penalty kill. I'm just astonished by that. And Verhaeghe, a little bit after that, just taking a silly penalty. And honestly, that is one of the silliest things I've seen in the finals history. You can't do that, especially against Evan Bouchard. So, Edmonton goes on a power play. There was a shot by Draisaitl, and that was saved by Bobrovsky. The goalie stopped it. And that's how the first period ends. Down a man, go to the second period. So Florida still in the penalty kill. Edmonton on the power play to start the second period. And Hyman almost makes it 1-1. He hits the buff crossbar, and it just didn't go in. And then the penalty is killed off. And off the rebound, off the Skinner, the puck comes back off the pass from Montour and Bennett. Montour gets his 7th assist of the postseason, and Sam Bennett gets his 5th assist of the postseason. Off the rebound snapshot is Erod. Evan Rodriguez gets his his Stanley Cup goal, his 4th goal of the postseason, his first within 10 games. And that is a big one. That is an absolute big goal by Evan Rodriguez. He makes this 2-0 Florida for mostly the rest of the way. Rodriguez with that huge goal against Edmonton Oilers. 2-0 Florida. Place erupted. So what will happen for the rest of the game? A few things. Defense, and stops. And Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky, absolutely amazing. Like I said, he had the puck saved from right here. Quickly shifts and gets this save. And then there was this save. From Bobrovsky, where he goes from one side, goes save right there, and then tries to go from this direction. My friend's so funny. He said he did a freaking cartwheel. If you know what I'm talking about, Bobrovsky pretty much falls down on the ice. I don't know whether or not the puck was flung over the net or Bobrovsky, but Bobrovsky falls down, sticks his leg up like this. I can't do it. He pretty much falls down, sticks his leg up. I don't know whether or not that puck was deflected off Bobrovsky's shin pad as he was on the ice on his back. I don't know, that whatever the case may be, he made that save. And that is one of the most craziest saves I've ever seen. Almost as good as the save against the, I forgot, Sorelli from Tampa Bay Lightning. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's the one where he had to lunge back with his arm. I talked about that. Then, Mateusz Janmark with the wrist shot. Then it's a B save by Bobrovsky. That puck was underneath the pad. The referee stopped it, but there's a couple of reasons why they stopped this. One, I think they believe that he held on long enough. Or number two, you cannot push Bobrovsky. You cannot do that. I don't care if the puck is live. When you push a goalie to penetrate the puck to the back of the net, you're not going to get a good goal. You're just not going to get a good goal. The puck did go to the back of the net for Edmonton, but the referee said, no, you cannot do that. However, after that incident, it remained 2-0. It remains being a good goal. Hell broke loose. Kevin Stanley beating up Connor Brown. Ulrich and Larson beating up Mateusz Janmark. and vice versa. They were both had that crazy fight. Really, the entire teams were just get together, just like trying to break it off or fight each other. That Florida did say that we are as disciplined as we possibly can be. No, they're not. Let's just be real. No, they're not. They still like to battle. I'm just saying. Anyway, so 4 players go to the penalty box from both. For the entire thing. Two players from each side. All 4 of them get called for roughing. It remained a 5-on-5, normal 5-on-5, and then Sam Bennett with the interference on Leon Drissaldi. So Edmonton would wind up getting a power play, and Bobrovsky, being a brick wall, vintage Bob as he is, saving pucks from Connor McDavid. I mean, how do you save that from McDavid? I mean, that's crazy, and it's a backhand too. Normally, when McDavid makes that kind of shot, chances going to the back of the net, it's pretty high. But not for Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky would like a word on that. He saves Connor McDavid. He saves Zach Hyman. He saves Drissaldi. He saves Nugent Hopkins. He saved Evan Bouchard in this entire penalty. And the Florida Panthers killed it off. They killed off this penalty. It was an insane power play from Edmonton. They could not find the back of the net because Bobrovsky is right there to see it come his way. So that is pretty much that story. Florida trying to get one to the back of the net. They were not able to find a net. Stuart Skinner is still trying his best to keep up, to stay ahead against Florida's offense. He was for some point of the game, but Bobrovsky is just better. He's just better. Then we end the second period, leading to nothing. Third period starts. First shot on goal was 2 minutes, or excuse me, what is it? 3 minutes. Lowstrom hit the above crossbar. That should have been 3-0 right there. There were chances in this period that Florida could have made it 3-0. I swear. Connor McDavid with the wrist shot. Oh, man, how do you save this from McDavid? And it was a quick shot. I'm surprised they call this a wrist shot. It should, if anything, that's like a slap shot. But Bobrovsky saved it from McDavid. Another great save. Corey Perry gets called for interference on Anton Lundell. Florida goes on a power play. That power play is killed off. They did absolutely zero with this penalty. Well, I mean, in all fairness with Florida, Edmonton's penalty kill is slightly better than Florida's. That's the fact. I'm sorry to say. Zach Hyman with some shots. McDavid, another shot saved by Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky playing his best goalie of his life at this moment. But if you guys need to win this cup, you got to do it again. Keep yourself consistent against a ravishing Edmonton Oilers. Absolutely. By this point, Edmonton has no choice but to go empty netter. Stuart Skinner has to get off the ice to put an extra attack in there. Now, Edmonton's coach had to do a little bit of smart tactic. You have to rest McDavid to get the chance, have a chance to get a breather, because when this happens, you gotta have McDavid come out all fresh on McDavid's line. So timeout's been called. Edmonton with an empty net situation, and Florida not being fooled at all, and they finish it off with the 3-0 goal. He was assisted by Barkov. That's his 13th assist. Off the wrist shot, it's Lowstrom, and he didn't even play he didn't even play the last Stanley Cup final. He has an opportunity to play here, and he was able to get an empty net against Edmonton, and that seals the deal. His second goal of the postseason off the wrist shot, he makes it 3-0, and that's your final score, everybody. 3-0 Florida. ESPN says objects on ice. Well, it's not objects on ice. It's rats on ice. And yeah, I will say this, that they threw a little early, but you know what? So what? So what? Let them do it. Clean it up, and then by the time the clock hits 0, they're gonna throw it again anyway. And let them throw. Let them throw the rats on ice. I mean, absolutely amazing. Final score of this game is 3-0 over Edmonton. Florida takes 1-0 lead in the Stanley Cup final for the first time ever. And then finally take the lead in the Stanley Cup final for the first time. Off to a pretty decent start. There's some things that they need to work on. Number one, if Florida needs to get this done. Number one, you got to keep yourself consistent off the defense, and Bobrovsky is still playing his best hockey. That has to keep going on. Number two, create more opportunities for Florida. I understand the third period or first two periods were pretty good, but you got to keep yourself available and try to be pressuring on Edmonton the way that Edmonton pressured us. Because now that brings us to the team stats. When we look at the team stats, 33 shots on goal from Edmonton. Florida only has 18. Florida has to shoot more. They have to shoot more. However, the advantage, 63 hits, and Edmonton only has 35. Face-off wins, Florida. Edmonton has 3 power play opportunities. They got nothing. Florida with 2 power play opportunities. They got nothing. Block shots, 21 block shots for Florida. 15 block shots for Edmonton. 11 takeaways for Florida. 4 for Edmonton. 10 giveaways for Florida and 14 giveaways for Edmonton. And stars of the game, I mean, of course, you got to give 1 star to Sergei Bobrovsky with 33 save shutouts. Yeah, that is non-negotiable. And then 2 stars goes to Carter Verhaeghe. And 3 stars, Evan Rodriguez. All deserved. All deserved. Florida takes 1-0 lead in the Stanley Cup final. And then... Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Game 2, as hopefully they keep this momentum on Monday, June 10th on ABC. Go Panthers. Anyway, guys, job not done. We have to win 3 more games to finally hoist this trophy for the first time ever. Hey, we got to do it. It's time. Keep this momentum for Game 2. And we feel good about going to Edmonton, knowing that we're close. But we got to keep this up in Game 2. We got to do it. And that's what we can take a deep breath. But for now, we can celebrate this one as Monday, back to work. So that's going to do it for this one, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for content, because Miami Tuesday guys are back. And when he does, hit it right there with the entertainment you deserve. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time with another recap tomorrow on the Sharks video. Good night, everybody.